So I've been hunting for the contents of this now for quite some time, and I can definitely turn around and say that it's my pleasure to open it up with yous all in mind. So without further ado, this is pretty much proverbial rocking horse poo, and it's taken me a long time to even get close to sitting there and even finding this. So this is unusual, rare, and I will turn around and say, if the seller is watching this, then I would turn and say a huge thank you and a shout out to them, that at the end of the day, for not only packing it so very well, because they have, but also the fact of that this is a long time in the coming. So I've been hunting for this for quite some years. I really truly have. And as I turned around and said, trying to find this has been excessively hard. Now this seller has really seriously, I'll give you a clue, it's definitely a game, and trying to find rocking horse poo in a mulberry bush would be easier than finding this in this condition. So if anybody wants to have a guess, then they can do. See if you can get it by the time I open all of this up. But I can honestly turn around and say that it was a touch and go, and I didn't think I was going to get it. Really didn't. I thought I had lost my opportunity, lost my chance. It came at a time where I was dealing with lots and lots of stuff all at the same time, and I was quite lucky to turn around and eventually get to it. But in saying that, I can honestly say, seriously, this is been seriously wrapped up. Oh man alive, this man has seriously, or person has seriously wrapped this to the point of destruction, which is not a bad thing. So for all the geeks in the world that are sitting there watching this going, what is it? It's going to be interesting. So I think this is pretty much about the last point of where you can turn around and go, I think it is, because this, I think, is just about to fall out now. But yet again, before I go any further, to the seller, if you are watching this, thank you. Huge result, very happy with it, and that's before I even open it up. So let's cut that piece off so that we're not faffing around. Try and do it without losing limbs. So taking into account I've cut off one level and we can just see the top on it at this point in time, I'm going to do the cheaty way of doing it, and I'm going to just give it a rip in this corner. Man alive, this is seriously boxed. So this is where we pop it out. Ta-da! So I have Diehard Arcade, Sega Saturn, and a big shout out to Dizzy Prawn. My pleasure. Positive feedback much appreciated. Most definitely it will be. So let's dive in. So as you've pretty much worked out at this point, it is Diehard Sega Saturn Arcade. This is a rocking horse poo game to get hold of. Very rare and very unusual, and I feel like I'm opening this like a 3-year-old, but rightly so as well, because it is just a staggering game. Well, look at you. So, the mother of all games, the one game that everybody wanted, the one game that everybody would love to get hold of. So, just to give you a better idea on this, this is a complete one. So the disc is in decent condition, got a bit of a scratching there. If you look at the, yeah, you can see the scratching there just on it at points, but that's sortable. So that's quite cool. But the golden bunny is it has the manual. Now this manual is probably more rare than the game. It really is more rare. So let's check it. It's got a little bit of age wear. You can definitely see that it's gone through time. And it comes in every language. In the days where they used to do that, which is good. This book on its own, lowest that I ever saw this book being put up for sale was £200. And I was lucky enough to find a bid at the right time and the right price. And believe me, if you are watching, then logically, I thank you very, very much for honouring that. So, this is the proper arcade manual. This has been a huge trying to get hold of. And has made all the difference. Absolutely beautiful piece to sit there and look at. Yeah, this has been a 3.5-year hunt to find this. And I can honestly and very truthfully say that this is officially for accessories that go to my system. And to be quite honest with you, probably the systems itself, this was the last thing I wanted to hunt, to actually try and find this manual. It's unusual. It's massively unusual, and for anybody that has played this game, this is excessively rare. So it's a stunning, and it's in decent condition taking into account the age. It's just an amazing piece to have, really truly is. And I hope you can see this clearly. But yeah, what else can you do? This is just, it's a staggeringly done. Oh, got a little bit of room. Okay. So he's learnt 2 more, or he's picked out 2 that he likes, or whoever they were likes. Still doesn't take much of the difference on the value. There you go. Try those ones if you've got Sega Saturn Arcade. That's a bulldog and a tombstone. Obviously it works. Otherwise you wouldn't write it in the book. Mind you, in the days probably would have. So, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Very pleased with this book. Very, very, very. The whole gig of this is something completely special. As I said, it's been a hunter for me for quite some time. And just to run you through it, all languages, definitely worth. If nothing else, definitely worth. I'm sure that you'll skip back through this and go that this is this has been of help, because I don't think many people have actually put this out there. But I can definitely turn around and say, see, all languages. It is definitely a bonus. So I should imagine this is going to come in handy to most die-hard Sega Saturn arcade lovers. And yeah, absolutely brilliant. Love it every single minute. So I can honestly turn around and say, as a win on this, okay, so the back's down, so that needs to have a bit of an extra. And there is the casing. So for the money I got this, that is just absolutely spectacular and superb, and probably one of the most iconically played games in arcade, short of Point Blank. But a very large and huge thank you for not only watching, but also at the same time for the seller, and just a huge thank you, as I said, for honouring your purchase. But this has made my collection in one hit. And with that being said, I would turn around and say, if you get the chance, do a McLean and play the game. And with that being said, thank you for watching the unboxing. And that's me, Sega 650. Very happy, massively happy. And one of my later videos, taking into account I've been out the wind for a while. And that's me signing out. Catch up with me next time. So here we have it. That is one complete Die-Hard Sega Saturn arcade with postcard, unused, and then you've got the manual, disc, everything all included. One complete Die-Hard Sega Saturn. And that's the end of my console collection, unless I see something else that takes my eye. And with that being said, that's me with a complete Die-Hard Sega Saturn arcade, signing out. Please leave a positive thumbs up if you enjoyed the video.